Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is. I have missed you. It's been so long. Welcome within Wednesdays with me, Wingishni Bay, Majenki Kwe, Sweetgrass Water Medicine Woman. Yeah, your friendly, freaky ass medicine woman. Also, Christianna Carr and Chris Carr, superstar. All this beautiful divine being right here. And welcome you beautiful divine beings right here too. Wow, how's it going for you? I tell ya, what a crazy world we live in, huh? Yes, I know. Right, I haven't had to make much changes. I really don't go out much. I'm a bit of a hermit myself, especially when I'm going through stuff and don't want to anything else. Yeah, see, stress. They haven't come up like this for a long time. Kind of prone to them, and I'm a very healthy person, so when I get any kind of little cold virus or whatever, it's kind of like a fever blister, right? Yeah, herpes simplex 1 or 2, I don't know. I've been dealing with my whole life. I can still never get it straight, but yeah, lots of stress right now. I made the decision to let my children go for an extended visit with their father. I figured it's the safest time right now. We're still going through stuff. I can't share lots. That's come back at me. And to keep myself, mostly to keep my children safe. I'm at this point where I want to, trying to use my voice, but right now it's probably not in the best interest of my children because things are getting twisted, right? And it's just making pictures that are being painted look a little more true, because I am a human being, right? And I do have human emotions, right? As we all do, right? So, and they've been flowing. The emotions have been flowing, been going through grief times, but there's lots of things that are looking up. My daddy is moving in 2 weeks. Yay! I can't believe it. I'd say that's my strongest roots. The most stability in my life has always come from my dad. And that security. I've always felt safe and secure with my daddy. There was a time where I didn't, but then I was listening to the influence of somebody else's thoughts. Who didn't badmouth the alcoholic as much as she did my daddy. Found that very weird. Right? Oh, he was sick and whatever. There was excuses for the alcoholic. With the other one, not so many excuses, right? Bad mouth and tried to make it seem like really bad. Almost like to turn us against him. I know everybody's got their own opinions. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one, right? Opinion's also the lowest form of knowledge. So make sure you educate yourself. Don't just go with your opinion, right? Get the knowledge. Opinion is not knowledge. Anybody can form an opinion. You don't need to educate. You don't need education to have an opinion, right? So, yeah, so much I want to say, but I wanted to pop in and say, hey, I'm still here. Hey, and look at, still smiling, I will cry, but this will always come back because that's my essence, my core, just joy, Love being happy and smiling and bubbling and sharing that out, And I get disappointed and hard on myself when I'm not happy because, I've taken on as my job. There, who says I don't have ego? Yeah, I was talking to my counselor the other day saying, I want to add to the joys in the world, not the sorrows. Because if I add them, we're all going to drown. Yeah, right? I'm going to cry and then the whole world's going to drown in sorrows? No. Right? Yeah, I've already cried lots. Hey. It doesn't all depend on me. Human, just like all of us, right? But what I mean is that we're all adding in whatever our energies and our emotions are. What are we adding into that collective? Right? We're adding into the worry and the stress. Are we adding into we got this, we stay calm, right? Be the calm in the storm, right? Don't wait for the storm to calm. Be that calm in the storm. Again, nothing originates from me. Whatever's coming out in this mouth is stuff that I've heard. It's channeling through, right? It didn't originate in here. Nah, nothing, right? No, oh my goodness, anything that comes through. Wow, we humans have been here for a long time. Ain't nothing this brain picks up that hasn't already been put out, right? Nothing this brain picks up that hasn't already been put down, you know? Swinging, yeah, swinging, because this has been a very difficult time for me. This is going into the second week without my kids, and it's a little stir crazy because I haven't been without them for so long, and they are my life, you know? That's what I always dreamed of being. That was my biggest dream, to be a mom. So it has been difficult. I want to get my place ready for my dad. There's still so much to do here. I can't do as much as I used to on my own. And that's been, having to come to a place of acceptance with that. I went for another MRI just last week, and now the doctor wants to rule out MS because my symptoms, yes, some can be grief. We can attribute those to a psychosomatic kind of a thing with my emotions and stress, but there's other things, like there is a lesion on my brain, and with grip, losing muscle control, and you've all heard me stutter. That seems to be a big thing, a key thing in MS and overall fatigue. A band around the chest, feeling like a band that's there. Like changes, sudden speech impediments and things like that. Things going on with your eyes and jumpy, jittery. So a lot of these things, it goes, ooh, it's like when the spondylosis diagnosis came in. And I looked up symptoms of that, and it was like, oh, that's everything I've been feeling. It's kind of like that when I watched videos and stuff on MS. So I'm really hoping it's going to be ruled out. But on the other side, it does give a lot of answers and clarities to things that I've been dealing with. So, and with me, my first thing is to write it off as it's just something in my head, right? So, with these things, like with the spondylosis, it was like pretty much everything I was feeling was in that list. Almost. There was a few things on that list that I wasn't experiencing, and again, a few things I was experiencing that wasn't on that list. But, it explained lots. And then reading that MS, it's like explaining those things that weren't on that spondylosis list that I was experiencing, right? That makes sense at all? So, and the MS is the body attacking itself. And I have turned on myself throughout these years, feeling unlovable, because they had to come hard on those messages to counteract, because, I did love myself. If I thought it was okay to love myself, it's okay to love myself if, others love me too. I don't know how to explain that. I know I'm lovable. I know I got to the point where it's just, I want to be happy with just giving out love. And whether I ever got love back or not, that, I tried to detach. But I'm still a human being. Sometimes you don't know how much that affects you until you start talking about it and hearing it. Wow. Gosh. I know that I'm loved. My daddy loves me and I'm accepted, and it's okay to love myself. These things I know, right? This is part of, other things that I've been told and the fears. And at the times when I did show that I loved myself and how that got turned around to say that I was vain or to thought that I was better than anybody. So I don't think I'm better than anybody. Not at all. No, I don't think anybody's better than anybody. We're all human beings doing the best that we can here. We're all part. The great oneness divine, right? We're not all hands. We're not all fingers. We're not all toes. We're not all eyeballs or noses, right? We're all part of that same body, though. We're all part of that same body and important to it all, Okay, well, I just wanted to do a little pop-in, a little quickie. I'm going to go out and visit my big eagle sister today. And, oh yeah, and I got Wi-Fi on. That was another reason why I wasn't on. It was doing my dad, and it was also slow. But since my daddy's moving in, we've got all the Wi-Fi and everything hooked up. He's like, well, how much you want for rent, dear? And I was like, Daddy, you never charged me rent. But if you want your sports, you can pay for the cable and the phone. So that's our deal. That's what we're doing. So now I can upload a little quicker, and maybe I'll get back into the habit of this because I am missing it. This helps me too, so I'm hoping it helps you, right? But I know it does help me, except for when it was starting to come back and people were using it against me. But I can't let that stop me. I gotta keep going. It's the safety of my children I won't risk, so I just gotta find other ways to share without sharing the details, but to share so that others that are going through that get that help and support too, or know that they're not going through alone, or where we can support each other. We all need that. We need connections. No one is meant to be alone. We're human beings. We're wired for connection. All right, and I love connecting with you. So, biggest heart hugs ever. Oh, you have a wonderful day, and keep being you and shining your light through in everything you do, because this world needs you. And I'll be back soon with some cards. All right. Maybe next week. We'll see. We'll see how this goes, okay? I just don't want to commit to anything right now aside from taking care of myself for my children. All right, thank you. Much love. Peace.